Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper, the Boy Diviner. I have the Cosma Visions Oracle today, and this is an Oracle deck that is actually based sort of on the Tarot and how it's structured, but it's more of a past life Oracle more than a divination tool. So, looking back at our past lives, we can learn a lot of things that we used to know because it was a past life, and there might be lessons that could be useful to be pulled out in this life. So I'm not really a person that is well versed in past life readings and things like that. So this has been a difficult oracle to really get into, but I really like it. The second edition is coming out soon, I think, and there are some changes to the deck actually. But of course, this is by James R. Eads. It has the same box as the Prisma Visions, so I bought this as a set during the Kickstarter. It's a really good box, really well designed. I love the inside. You can see. As this oracle is told, death opens a door for a lifetime to unfold. The crow a conduit of manifested might, and the swan a siren of unconscious sight. This is spelled wrongly, oh gosh. I think it's spelled wrongly. Each bird an escort to the other plane, the soul reconnected to past lives again. Yeah, that's a C here, right? I'm not... this is the first time I noticed that there was a misspelling. I don't know if this will be fixed, but anyway, it's a beautiful... I love the little white book. I actually bought the whole big book with this, and I haven't made it through it yet, but I heard the second edition will have more saturated colors because this one is a bit more desaturated, which I actually prefer. It depends on how saturated it is. It has this beautiful gilding. Beautiful. I don't know what is it called. I think it's black holo or something like that. Okay, so very nice, and this has the same shuffleability as the Prisma Visions, the matte version. So it's not glossy, it's a matte cardstock but smooth. I really like this cardstock. And this will take us through the whole death process into the next life, and then the rest of the cards actually talk about the life itself. And it's unique because it doesn't really have court cards per suit. He took out all 16 court cards and made them their own archetype, and these court cards can also be seen in the geomantic visions, because in geomancy there are 16 figures, right? So those 16 actually correspond with the geomancy figures, but that's a story for another day. Let's go through the majors first. Every time I look at this deck, because I was reordering, I feel chills. I feel like it's so beautiful, and I just feel sad that I don't use it enough. There are many decks I feel that way for, to be honest, but yeah, this is the special card for the first edition, Sleeping Ships, where ships are abandoned, forgotten. Beautiful, and there's a cute question mark. So again, this has the same structure as the same art as sort of the Prisma Visions or the Light Visions. That this becomes a panorama. These are the minors, but the majors all have a border. So you can see this is the back. So death. So you start with death because this is about past lives, right? And then what the poem here says. The crow is the first one that brings you from your death, from your soul from death to the realm. And then the swan, like the high priestess holding secrets. The first 7, I think they are all birds. So the peacock with the door, the pelican with a key, the phoenix, beautiful. Soulmates. Okay, so not the first 7, but the first 5. So this is where you meet your soulmate. So when I was I was looking through this deck, I think about the Journey of Souls. I think that's a book that I also read that I didn't really enjoy, but this is really interesting, right? The spirit plane, the orbs. So all these have meanings, and there's a whole story in this where they talk about how you move from place to place. So you see, orbs are about bravery, overcoming fear. These are wise souls that live lives upon lives upon lives. Yeah, and no longer reincarnate to the human form. So these are the guides, like in the Journey of Souls actually mentioned there. The cosmic tree. Life map. So I guess this is where you map out your next life. Karma, which is really a very good allusion to justice. Right? Sacrifice, again an allusion to the Hanged Man. So they don't always match up 1-to-1, but sometimes they do. Because he takes inspiration from the tarot, right? So for instead of death, this is past lives, because death is zero, right? It's the start of our journey here. The maze, the vessel for 15, You can see all the symbolism here. This, I think this reminds me of geomancy. The shore, beautiful. This card is so beautiful. The veil, so you're coming back. The bridge, so you're coming back to Earth, right? You're crossing the bridge. You see someone there. That could be the new you. Infinite past, wherever you can go, wherever you can take. The free will that you hold. The unknown. This reminds me of, I don't know if you watched, there was a Pixar movie, I guess, about I think it's called Soul or something like that. Yeah, they fall down back to Earth, and then yeah, life on Earth, back to Earth. So beautiful. This is you, and this is clearly Earth from the coloring on the skin. So I don't know, you know, in Hermetism, we humans are actually, we love Earth so much that we keep coming back. You know what I mean? We fall through all 7 gods, or fall through all 7 planetary influences just to come back to Earth, because we love the beauty here so much. So I really like this imagery. This makes me think of Hermetism. Okay, and then we go into embers here. So guys, I hope you already get a point of this walkthrough. It's just me looking through the art. I don't have really much else to add except about how beautiful it is. Yeah, because I'm not great at oracles, and I have not, even though I owned this deck for a while, I have not used it enough. I don't feel called to use this, I guess. You know, Ace of Embers. I really like the coloring, the purple and the orange. And then you can see this connects up the 2 of Embers. But this makes me think of the 3 of Cups more, for some reason. The 3 of Embers, someone looking away. Very 4 of Swords energy. The 4 of Embers is more traditional to the 4 of Wands, right? The housing, some sort of prayer. The 5 of Embers, yeah, that inner conflict, the conflict that has started the war, the smoke signals that are coming up. You from afar, you know this is coming. 6 of Embers, swirling, beautiful. I like the art here. The 7 of Embers, this very Phoenix. This looks like the Phoenix in earlier, right? Does it? Yeah. They're exactly the same, guys. I didn't even notice this until I'm looking at it more clearly now and more carefully. So I guess the 7 of Embers has that kind of Phoenix-like energy. The 8 of Embers, that kind of speed, that kind of violence. A message from the top. 9 of Embers. Destruction that has just barely started. And then 10 of Embers. This is also very 8 of Embers like, but it's blue. So I think blue fire is usually hotter, right? So this is how I'll take it. Then again, the court cards are moved to the end. So we look at the birds first. So the birds are reminiscent of the air suit, right? This is so cute. The Ace of Birds. I really like this card. The 2 of Birds. Hard work, you know, sitting hard work to do the preparation for meditation, that kind of feeling that I get. The 3 of Birds, the kind of agony. The 4 of Birds. There's a stability here, so I feel like this ties more to the you know, the numerology. The 5 of Birds, a kind of conflict again in your thoughts, the protecting your young but then still losing out. The 6 of Birds, you know, progress, changes in the landscape, you know, things that you can't see, disruption, because these are all not birds, right? These are airplanes. And then 7 of Birds, you know, unification. You need to stick in groups to protect yourself, to protect your group. That kind of clique nature that I see there. The 8 of Birds, swirling, you know, again swirling, speed, being caught up. The 9 of Birds, trying to protect yourself, but it being really hard, you know. All the thoughts still swirl around you. You are aiming, but you are getting distracted. And then 10 of Birds, you know, the vultures. The vultures coming to when you're down and people still try to attack you. Okay, the next one is lotuses. So this is for the water, right? The Ace of Lotuses. This is the only suit that I feel like the coloring is a bit off for me. So I guess when he's upping the saturation, he might actually make this look better. 2 of Lotuses. This is very 2 of Cups. Very nice. I really like this. There's the moon here and the sun. That's interesting. The 3 of Lotuses. This is, I think, the 3 of Cups in the Prisma Visions, let me show you. Let me take out the Three of Cups. So it's the Three of Chalices. Yeah, you can see them here. That's so interesting. I wonder if we can see in the background for every single card, right? Can you see? This is them, right? Or at least it's a similar vibe. I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Let me know. The Four of Lotuses. Disruption. The Five of Lotuses. Even more disruption. So this is very numerology based, right? 5 is always like conflict, inner conflict. The Six of Lotuses. This actually usually means nostalgia, but this, I see them standing strong against the tides. Seven Lotuses. This is where you get submerged, but you can still survive, right? Even though you're in the water, you can still survive. The Eight of Lotuses. I love whales. I love the look of whales. But this is, you see, you're completely submerged this time, but you're thriving, right? You're living in a new environment, but you're learning how to thrive in this kind of environment. Then Nine of Lotuses, you know, the half and half life, the work-life balance, or the secret life that you hold and the life that you show people. This is the Instagram worthy flowers. And then the Ten of Lotuses, that fulfillment, that fullness here. Gorgeous. Okay, let's look at the trees. The Ace of Trees. So this is like the Pentacles, I think. The Two of Trees. It's all the stones here. I don't see the tree here. And this looks a bit precarious. I see the Two of Trees here. Yeah, they're here. Small. So you're just starting out, you know, in an arid environment. It's not the best for you to thrive, but you are fighting. So I see a lot of survival here, and I don't know if it relates to my situation at work right now. So maybe I might be biased here, but I just want to show you guys what I see. The Three of Trees. Getting better. The Four of Trees, you know, people are helping you to grow. The Five of Trees, poison, getting poison. You can see the skulls in the clouds, getting poisoned. Aridness. Six of Trees, well groomed. You know, tailoring, making sure that things are better. This is purposeful growth. The Seven of Trees, thriving, beautiful, a community. The Eight of Trees, a lot of bridges here, so I would say a lot of travel, a lot of movement. The Nine of Trees, gorgeous. I miss the woman with the bird, but I think this is beautiful. You know, respecting your elders, learning how to finding someone, a mentor, you know, that's what I'm seeing here. And then the Ten of Trees, taking over the organization, being the king bitch or the queen bitch of the organization, you know. Very nice. And then we go into the 16 figures here. The Wanderer. So very, this is very full energy, but instead like more, a more disparate full energy. This person is trying to figure out their life, I guess. Trying to do different things to figure out their life. The Shapeshifter, I feel like this is very me. Very generalist, trying to fit whatever box people need. As a result, you might lose a bit of your identity, you know. The Mystic, the old me, you know, the one trying to figure out what the meaning of life is for me, what to do, study, discovery. The Protector, sumo wrestlers, fighters, yin and yang, you know, that balance that is very carefully protected, because there's a struggle between the two opposing forces. The Composer, someone that is artistic, someone that is still methodological. How do you pronounce that word? They follow a method, right? Very nice. The Romantic, this one doesn't have really much fixed notions. This is very wanderer energy, but more towards emotions. So this is definitely more of the Lotus suit. The Mender, a carer, a healer, a helper. Peacemaker, so this very temperance energy. You see the sun, you see the moon. This is also very yin and yang. The Pathfinder, so the Wanderer really needs the Pathfinder, right? These feel like opposing archetypes. Getting ready to run, finding the best path for yourself. So I guess when I do this reading, I can use this as a sort of a concentrated energy to find my path or to open roads, you know. The entertainer, fun, um, whimsical, I would say. The geomancer, changing the things around you to fit you better. That's why we are all geomancers, you know. The commander, this is very emperor energy. This is when you need to learn how to take charge. The weaver, weaver of your own fate, very fate, pathfinder feeling. I would say weaver, a creator. You know, you create, you make. The fighter, similar to the protector, but this is more of an aggressor kind of feeling, right? You're the aggressor here. The dreamer. So again, this is a free form kind of a weaver, romantic, more free form, even more free form. And then the elementalist, this is like so powerful because you reign control over all 4 elements. You know, you're in perfect control of your life, I would say. Okay, and that's it for the Cosma Visions Oracle. Again, the shuffleability, we all know this is good. I'm not going to shuffle it because I like keeping in order for now so I can do some study with it since I, put it in. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.